If you want to win a game of Catan, you need strong tactics. But exactly what are tactics? A tactic is a key strategy within a game that enables you to succeed. In this video, I will be discussing Catan's 10 major strategies. By the end of this video, you will have learned each and every one thoroughly. The first major Catan strategy we will be learning about is the or wheat sheep strategy. When playing a full or wheat sheep strategy, scrape the development card deck until you can easily get largest army and you have 2 victory point cards and build up rather than out and get 3 cities. That will give you a total of 10 victory points and is an extremely efficient way to win the game. 3 cities, 2 victory point cards, and largest army is all you need to win using or wheat and sheep. Or wheat sheep also works really well in combination with the sheep port, simply because you need more ore and wheat than you need sheep. Now let's talk about the rock wheat sheep hybrid with a little bit of wood. So the rock wheat sheep hybrid with a little bit of wood is where you go for rock, wheat, and sheep and a little bit of wood on the side, though it could be even more wood than sheep or wheat, like in the example you are looking at right now. Look at red. They have really strong rock and they have strong wheat. I mean, 4, it's not rare. It gets rolled pretty often. And then they have the 11 of sheep, so they get a little bit of sheep for development cards, and the 8 of wood, so they can get a little bit of wood. And actually, I was playing red in this game and I won this game. Anyways, the only other strategy that compares and in my opinion is a little bit better than this strategy, going for longest road and largest army, is the rock wheat sheep hybrid with a little bit of brick. The only reason I'd think that this strategy would be slightly better than the rock wheat sheep with a little bit of wood is because there's only 3 clay hexes, brick hexes on the board. So you only have so many bricks that you can get, while there's 4 wood hexes, and therefore the you can advance your game using a few trades. So the rock weight sheep brick strategy is slightly more effective at going for longest road. And the rock wheat sheep with a little bit of brick basically uses the exact same principles as the rock wheat sheep with a little bit of wood. The next strategy I'd like to show you is a strategy that has worked extremely well for me. It's called the city plus road setup. It's where you only place on rock, wheat, clay, and wood hexes, and you completely avoid sheep. This strategy works really well when you play on boards with high sheep production, since you can easily trade for the sheep, which is the only missing resource that you don't have. In my opinion, this is still not the best setup though, simply because you don't need as much clay and wood as you need rock and wheat, in my opinion. However, the city plus road setup with a little bit of clay and wood works extremely well, simply because you can use your clay and wood to build roads, and you can use your rock and wheat to build cities. So you can basically do everything except settlements. But you only need to get a sheep every here and there, and there's always some way that you'll be able to get it, either through trades or the robber baron. Now we will be talking about the 5 resource strategy, and I know you're probably really tired of looking at the same board over and over and over again, but I'm really going to stress this. Look at green. on this map. They are the perfect example of a 5 resource strategy. They have 5 picks of clay, 4 picks of wheat, 4 picks of wood, 3 picks of rock, and 4 picks of sheep. They have a little bit of every resource, and they weren't even close to winning. The 5 resource strategy is a strong strategy, especially for beginners, but you do not really have any specialty when you use them. For example, the 5 resource strategy will not get you largest army because there will usually be another person who is playing a rock wheat sheep or is playing other resources that are needed to specialize in largest army. And you're not really specializing in longest road either. So it's not an extremely strong strategy, but no promises. Sometimes it works really well, but on a normal basis, the 5 resource strategy should not be your go to strategy. Now we have the wood brick wheat strategy, which actually has worked extremely well during my experiences with it. However, it is a little bit stronger if you substitute one of those wheats with sheep, but on a high sheep board where there's a lot of sheep available, it is okay because you can trade for the sheep and then you can quickly build roads, quickly build settlements, and if you're going for longest road, this is just perfect. Then we have the road builder, which is where you go all out brick and wood and you get either both ports or one of the 2 ports and just trade it in for other resources so you can build settlements. This is about as close to longest road as you can get, but I do not think that this strategy works very efficiently without wheat. I think the wood brick wheat strategy works a lot more efficiently, but I have won a few games with this strategy. It's not my number one strategy, but it certainly works. I would definitely not recommend using this strategy consistently, but if this is what the game takes you to, if this is your only strong option, go ahead, try it. It's not the end of the world if you use this strategy. And now the final strategy that's being covered in this video, the settlement plus road strategy, where you have wood, bricks, sheep, and wheat so you can quickly build settlements and roads, get longest road, and win the game that way. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe this video if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.